Hello campers and welcome back to IPR's Game Room. My name is AC and today I'm going to be talking about Uncanny, a sleepaway expansion. If you missed the video that I did on Sleepaway, I would say that that's fine because it's one of the first videos that I ever did on this channel and it was before we had a mic and I wore a hat, so some questionable choices, but if you would like to watch it for context, I'll link it here. The short version is that Sleepaway is a game where you play as camp counselors fighting to protect your campers and yourselves from the eldritch horror known as the Lindworm. It runs on the Belonging Outside Belonging system and is a very good game. Uncanny is an expansion for Sleepaway that adds more setting elements, rituals, and playbooks to the game. All of these have the themes of being strangeness elements, which you might remember if you've played Sleepaway. They're sort of at the end of the book. These are elements that walk the line of unreality, forces older than any of us given form and a kind of flesh. The setting elements in Uncanny do have a table that can be added onto the strangeness table in Sleepaway in order to incorporate them into your game. My favorite is the setting element of Lord Storming, which has the themes of shapeshifting and the sublime. I also love the illustration for this one, which has these funky little dudes. Amazing. I also love all of the new playbooks, most of which are used after your character has died. As I said in my video about Sleepaway, the way that J-Dragon uses and explores gender in these playbooks is also just extremely relatable and good to me. And this entirely continues in Uncanny with genders like blacksmith, gravedigger, and Karen, or your gender feels like a weapon in your hands. Yeah. The last one is from the playbook The Destined, which explores the horror behind being the one chosen in the classic chosen one trope. The Destined is young and incredibly burdened, but as the book says, they can deal with the trauma when they finally become staff. Yikes. There's also something very interesting going on with two of the playbooks in Uncanny, where instead of having multiple genders for a player to choose from, they only have one. This is such a change that it makes these roles feel much more all-consuming to the character than the roles of the other playbooks might. This also makes sense as both of these playbooks, the Moth Maiden and the Cataract Squire, are about being wholly in service to a form of the strangeness and putting behind you who you once were. The rituals in Uncanny are just as provocative, with my favorite being Our Old Home. To perform this ritual, camp counselors succumb to nostalgia, telling a story about the past of the camp. Moves for this ritual include tell the next few sentences of the story, explicitly avoid talking about a part of that memory, and correct someone on someone else's name or pronouns. Uncanny and Sleepaway just exemplify some of my favorite things about role-playing games. They are, as much as any role-playing game is, about the exploration of human emotion and intent through the reflections of ourselves that we put into any character that we create and play. I think that one reason why this more narrative style of role-playing game has gotten more popular recently is because they allow for that sort of self-reflection and exploration through the other. And with Sleepaway, that other is personified in the strangeness and in, of course, the Lindworm. So you get these bits of yourself and your friends fighting against the personifications of nostalgia, isolation, desire, and more, while the game gives you this framework to build those stories off of and sort of guides you along these narrative paths and gives you openings that you might not have thought of otherwise that just are so good. It's a good game. That's what I'm saying, by the way. If I haven't made that clear, this is a good game. I really like this game. You should check this game out. You should buy this. You should buy Sleepaway, because you have to have Sleepaway to use Uncanny. But it's a good game. And as always, this very good game is available on IPR's website through the link in the description below. We have both Uncanny and Sleepaway, so go check those out. And make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up. And check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And subscribe to our monthly newsletter. It only comes out once a month, and it has a bunch of cool stuff on it. You already know what's on it. We got podcasts, we got Kickstarters, so many Kickstarters. Oh my gosh. I've backed so many RPG Kickstarters in the past month because of Zine Quest. And if you are subscribed to the IPR newsletter, you would also know about all those Kickstarters because they were all on the newsletter. So, if you're interested in that, link in the description. And remember, campers, stories have power, and a dream is a story that the mind tells itself. So what's more powerful than a dream? Talk to you next time.